Hello and welcome back to the OWCS Finals at DreamHack Stockholm in beautiful Sweden. A trophy is up for grabs today. Two teams are waiting in the grand finals for their chance to win it all. Welcome back, everyone. Zoe here on the desk with a man who needs no introduction at all. It's Aaron Keller. Aaron, thank you so much for joining us once again. How has the time been here at DreamHack?
Oh, it's been amazing here. And hello everyone. Hi everyone watching at home. This is really great.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a great tournament. It's been a great event. Have you had a personal highlight thus far?
You know what? It's the scariness of Symmetra here. It's like absolutely terrifying watching what these teams can do with her.
Did you expect Symmetra to like just turn into the meta pick and like the one pick that like dominates our World Finals?
No, but it's like now that you see it, it's like wow. It's like I guess like, should we do something?
It's like, do we need to do something about it? A few calls home. We'll see if they get it sorted for next year. But yeah, what some of the teams can do with Symmetra is absolutely outstanding. It's been a really fun year. Like, the competition has been so competitive, right? The meta is in such a fun spot with perks, stadium being added. Like, there was so much going on. What's it been like for you and the team?
God, it's been like 2025 has been pretty amazing, you know. And we announced perks and stadium earlier this year at our Spotlight event. And like Stadium itself, like we've been in development of that mode for years, and it's pretty amazing the way that it can just like transform the way a hero's weapons and abilities work. And then perks, they let you sort of like customize the way your hero plays over the course of like a quick play and a competitive match. And what we love about these modes is like we get to do all this experimentation with what heroes can do. We can kind of like double down on their hero fantasy. And we even get these like extra levers that we get to like pull each season or add to the game over time to just like shift the metas. And so to us, this is us like, you know, we have this philosophy that we want to be experimenting with what Overwatch is. And so we're really happy with these two systems, and we're really excited by players' reactions.
Yeah, no, it's been incredible. It's just like another different way to play the game, like do some, you know, do some math there as well and some theory crafting, which is just always so exciting. Yeah. But Aaron, I know, and I have it on good authority, you're not here to talk about Stadium and perks.
I am not. I am here to talk about our latest addition to the game, Vendetta. We just revealed her earlier this week. And for those of you at home, you can jump in and try her out right now in her hero trial.
Can you maybe explain a little bit to the people who haven't done the research yet? Like, what's the way to play Vendetta? What kind of hero is she?
Okay, yeah. So Vendetta, you know, she's our newest hero. She's our 45th hero in the game. And she's a melee DPS hero. So you want to get in close to the enemy team. And I mean, it doesn't have to be that close because her sword is big, like really, really big. And she also has like a ton of mobility. So she can throw her sword and then like launch herself at it. She has this whirlwind attack or ability where she propels herself across the map. She can even do it in the air. She can cross gaps with that ability. And she's this like high skill ceiling, high risk, high reward player, but you always want to be like planning out your attacks with her and those attack routes. You know, she can use her block to help close. She has this projectile that she can throw to maybe finish an enemy off. But you know, sometimes with Vendetta, you just have to commit. And you just want to go in and you want to start swinging. And
this is so good.
Isn't it amazing?
The Muscle Mommy Showdown, the fan service, guys, the fan service.
Yes. Yeah, she's so powerful. And I think, you know, like for a player, like if you're the type of player that wants to get a really high kill count, or maybe feel like you're carrying your team a little bit, but you aren't afraid of a few deaths along the way, then I'd suggest you log in, probably join Open Queue, and start playing.
This is the first time we have like a melee kind of DPS like that. How did that come about?
Yeah, so I mean, there's other characters, especially like DPS with melees in their kit, but Vendetta is the first time where it's like her primary fire weapon is melee. She just starts swinging that sword in this 3-hit combo, and it is a challenge. It's a challenge for the team to get that to feel right in first person. And we want her to be able to get in. We want her to close. We want to make it feel like she's doing damage and that she can secure kills without feeling like she dies too often, or on the other hand, being too tanky.
I'm super excited to see her in action. I unfortunately have to work this weekend, so I didn't get an opportunity to play her, but we have players on this very stage waiting to get their hands on. Aaron, what do you want to see in this show match? Well, what would be a big surprise?
Okay, I want to see like a full team wipe just with her ultimate. It's pretty amazing. It's this new mechanic called Sunder. It goes through barriers. It damages through overhealth also. So it's like, it can have massive impact. I want to see what pros can do with it.
Well, you probably don't have to wait long, because I'm sure they're going to show us the full kit on this play as we're sending it over to our stage with the first ever show match featuring Vendetta.
Thank you, DreamHack. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the main stage, and we welcome you here. We've got ourselves a grand final coming your way a little bit later on. Al Qadzia versus Twisted Minds. How is it going to go? We're going to find out very shortly. But ahead of then, we thought we'd give you something to whet your appetite. Little show match here on the main stage for you, made up of creators, streamers, pro players. Have some fun and to celebrate Vendetta, the brand new hero in Overwatch as well. I think it's time we meet our teams and see what they have in store for us. DreamHack, are you ready for a show match? Are you ready to have some fun? Good, because I am too. Let's meet your teams. First up, please welcome Team Romulus. Made up of Zera, Soon, KSG, Gala, and Arns. We welcome them to the stage. Playing as Team Romulus, both our teams named after the ancient Rome mythological twins. We see Romulus take their seats and get themselves ready for action. Their opponents, would you please welcome your other team? It's Team Remus! Made up of Taniki, Zorro, Hawk, Avast, and Rakatak! They blow their kisses to the crowd. The crowd are loving them. You can come and stand in that line there. Enjoy it, fellas. Enjoy your moment in the sun. They've gone rogue and just gone to the front. That's how they roll. Let's see if they can take it through to the gameplay and see if they can make it count as well as we get ready for this one. Woo! Love me a show match. This is going to be a one-mapper. Let's see which of our two teams will come out on top and get a chance as well to enjoy seeing Vendetta in action. For now, though, it's over to our illustrious casters, Matt and Jake. Take it away, boys.
Thank you so much, Adam. And Matt, I am excited to get one of our first glimpses of Overwatch's newest hero, Vendetta.
Yeah, I mean, I know the playtest obviously goes live, while we are here. We don't have a great opportunity to do so.
Come on, Blizzard. Come on.
Around our schedules. No.
Right, for real.
Yeah, but no, and we've just really been experiencing it through lots of the clips that we've been seeing online. Me and you in the back have been watching just crazy, short form content of all the crazy Vendetta clips going on. It'll be fun to see our pros pilot it.
Yeah, some of the combos you can pull off, and I think seeing some strong players pull it out is going to be exciting here in the show match, and I'm just wanted to get into the action and see what they have in store for us, what kind of combos they've cooked up, and we've got some legends on the stage too. I mean, Ons, he's playing support this time, but I was thinking like little headshot perk on it, maybe a little of that classic Ons action.
I noticed how you said legends and you just said Ons. What about Avast?
Also a legend. Also a legend.
Former Overwatch League legend.
You talking trash right now, Matt?
No.
Talking smack?
No, I have been frequently taking over the Avast co-stream for a little bit. Ans has been hanging out with us and Danny the entire time. Excited to see him get back on the stage and play. So it'll be Zorro piloting the Vendetta for one of the teams, and then it'll be Zera, one of the best players at some of these flex, hyper-aggressive type of heroes on the other side.
I mean, Zera, what a perfect player to pilot the Vendetta and show it off in this show match.
SG is...
He's dialed.
He is
locked
moving
in.
you cannot really get much closer to the monitor than
Look,
that.
he's moving. He wants this dub. This might be a show match, but he's trying to get a win here.
Hey, we get Soon on the stage too, right?
A little
soon.
soon.
The Team Peps fans have been
There you go. There you go.
here supporting all tournament long. It'll be Coliseo, just one map. We did flash up that Alcatia TM Grand Finals. Can't wait to get into that.
Oh,
Gonna have to wait a little bit.
And those teams waiting in the wings. We are going to crown a new champion here in OWCS today. Just a little bit longer now. But first, Vendetta. I'm excited for the potential splash in the competitive scene that Vendetta might make.
Yeah, one of the awesome things with Vendetta is we'll probably watch a lot of the new hero during this match is that onslaught passive, right? So when you end up striking enemies, it gives you increased movement and attack speed, and that stacks up to 5 times. There's a perk that lets you get it up to 8, so we'll see if that kind of comes into play. But you know, with some of melee heroes in the past, right, you didn't have that kind of buff that keeps you in the fight, but Vendetta does.
You have that, ability to ramp up your damage, ramp up your mobility, and playing around that is, I think, going to be crucial here for our players in the show match. Crucial also for the folks at home that may want to test out Vendetta for themselves.
So we'll see as it'll be Team Remus versus Team Romulus. Support 2, that is Avast. He's just trying to hide the fact that it's him there playing next to Rack on the stage. We get Rack in the mix. Things will open up. So Jake, we had 2 looks here right away. So one team going with Vendetta with a Doom Fist, it looks like, for a little bit more aggression, as you're going to have the Zarya here for KSG, as you see the mobility there from Zera getting right out of the spawn.
I like the idea of this Zarya. I mean, being able to bubble Vendetta. She seems like a character that really does want to use it. On board with Taniki here, taking that first contest, bubble in on Zera, putting a bit of pressure on him.
Yeah, as you see that whirlwind being able to use as like a mobility and then also to get in, do some AoE damage as both teams, that is a huge slash there. The critical damage of the overhead slash there on the KSG.
Brings down that overhead slash, but Zera has already gotten to the back line, already found his man. 3 for the young gun.
As I mean, they picked a great player to end up coming in. Pilot the Vendetta is getting up to the high ground already, getting that overhead slash right after, but soon takes out Taniki.
Team Remus, what can they do to regroup here? Zoro goes over to the Freya, maybe thinking that some verticality could help him evade. Vendetta, of course, does have that tool, allowing her to get up into the sky and maybe take on some of that challenge.
I mean, you see that overhead slash does a ton of damage as the bot gets closer towards that checkpoint, doesn't get it exactly just yet. Also, the kind of overhead slash counts as a headshot, as you see in the kill feed. That Zarya bubble, I think both teams have figured out. This could be a pretty nasty combo, as you see the stacks here sitting at 2, trying to always kind of get to that 5.
Definitely waiting to see these thundering strikes come out. Dive in here from Zoro, making a lot of space over the top onto Ons. But On stands tall, gets the defensive bubble, holds the line for now. Zero with the nano boost. Oh, he's reaping that.
That is a combo that you are going to see time and time again, as, the mobility here from Zera, crazy. Using the soaring slice into the whirlwind dash there, just trying to get a little bit of extra mobility. And you get that nano boost, you are really healthy, able to take those fights, and then you start building up the stacks of the onslaught, right? So you get more movement speed, more attack speed. It is so difficult to take you down.
And Zera almost has that Sundering Blade. Excited to see the ultimate come down. He's into the backline now, holding it, charging it, but Hawk stands tall. Not enough damage to charge up in time. The high energy Zarya cuts him down. You do have to watch out for that, even on Vendetta. You're not invincible, far from it, although kind of feels like that when you're getting these Zarya bubbles, right? Just dashing in, melee.
The sleep tries to come through from Ants, but a nice bubble there on Zoro as Hawk now. You are in a spot where you have that big ultimate, right? That Sundering Blade, and you can combo with a grab. That could be quite filthy.
Yeah, we could be seeing that Hawk. Grab the play from KSG. Looks like it went wide. Avast is alive, but soon it's found a bit of damage, though. With Zoro down. Maybe without the Vendetta, Team Remus will like to just go for this regroup. Zera senses some weakness, probing here.
And you can see players still getting used to it. Zero almost overshot it there. It'll be a grab from Hawk. sound barrier here from Avast. Only connects with 3. We won't go on him too hard. You know, he's been in the pack. He's been co-streaming. He's out here with DHL all the time, and we love DHL. I mean, Avast, it feels like he's been everywhere this weekend.
Staple member of the community. Solid beat. No Ajaxes here.
I mean, Avast coming back to the stage and Ajaxing in a show match.
That would go too
Be
crazy.
a sad way to go.
Don't just speak that evil on him, Matt. You gotta be careful. Your words have power here. The caster curse could be real.
Oh, here's another sick combo. You're gonna have the Kitsune rush here.
Oh, the attack speed gets so crazy in this combo. Dude. Oh my
Goodbye.
God. He saw that one coming. There's nothing he could do.
Yeah, it's not able to kind of connect with any of those long-range projectiles. You can actually turn some of the Onslaught passive into those projectiles, shoot around the corner. So you see some of the players trying to go for that when players are on the exit.
These leaping strikes are amazing, really, just giving so much mobility, and the armor really makes Vendetta pretty threatening. Diving in on these squishy backliners, they're not so eager to take some of these one-on-ones.
Yeah, not many times they're forced into the warding stance, right? Having to kind of like go a little bit more defensive. You see it used here at times, almost like toggled a little bit on and off there. It is very difficult to see Zera getting some pressure there onto Hawk. Doesn't exactly want to stand and trade with the Vendetta as Vendetta gets stronger.
Ghosty comes out, Taniki. Can he find more here? Nano again onto Zera. Zoro finds one, but the trades could come in. Nano boost, you don't want to tangle in that one-on-one.
So you see he takes the perk to get a little bit of that extra onslaught. So he gets up to 8 stacks. So that is a lot of attack speed.
He's so fast too, the movement speed, full stack.
I mean, yeah, it looks like he's had some decent time. I mean, look, Team Liquid's been out for a bit now. So maybe he's had a chance to get some practice in. So he looks pretty awesome on the new hero.
We need to see an enormous Sundering strike here. The ultimate from Vendetta, Sundering Blade rather, coming in over the top rope. Everyone's hoping for those trailer moments. Can Zera find it? Team Remus don't want to give it up easy.
Teams at the start, both of them going over towards that perk to give them some more onslaught as the blade does miss there from Zera. Does put down some splash damage though, so does a little bit here for Team Romulus, but Kitsune Rush comes on through here from Rack. They're actually going to be able to keep everybody alive here, even though KSG used the grab. So Team Remus trying to bounce back.
Romulus finding some trades though, and they do have the advantage on this push map. So it's Team Remus who will need to make this happen. Avast, got to get out of here on the Lucio. Played a very stable, patient game so far.
Look, if Avast is playing for content, this is like a violent, you know, wall ride Ajax just coming in here.
Just Ajax off the top rope for no reason. And Zera, oh, little sloppy.
All right, so maybe he hasn't gotten as much playtime as I thought. That one, not able to make it over the roof.
Bob comes in.
Oh, he was so close.
Oh, man. Risky with that one.
He tried. He tried.
He tried to give the people what they want.
I mean, he used his beat directly going at the Bob and able to get it off. It'll be a grab that comes in here from Hawk. Looks like just follow up from him on the KSG is.
Oh.
Little stun there, knocked down as see Hawk. He is all charged up there. You lose Zoro, so a lot of kind of those good bubble targets out of the equation is. See, nice dash, gonna get that overhead right away. Almost just one-shots Avast there.
Hawk wants his taste of victory here. His pound of flesh. The lead has been taken now by Team Remus. He need another one of those nanos onto Zero. What can he do?
You imagine it's gonna be the nano here from onto Zera, and we're gonna see something wild. Gets into the sky. Goodbye, Avast. Whirlwind dash there, Hawk. He will fall as well as the nano on Vendetta proving to be pretty strong here in our show match.
Yeah, and it's that upgraded Whirlwind dash as well, right? Able to hit multiple times, build up more damage in a big AoE. I mean, it makes those initial dives so potent. Yeah, it really threatens you. If you try to group up and just focus down this Vendetta, she could really get a ton of AoE onto that backline.
Yeah, that seems to be the perk combo that both are going for. So it's Relentless, which gives you those extra stacks of that onslaught, and then that Raging Storm. So allows the Whirlwind Dash to kind of keep hitting a little bit, you know, more times, 3 times to be exact, you know, for a little bit more AoE damage.
I like that move from Zera in this fight. Kind of shades of a Tracer, right? Diving in, going to the back
I
line,
mean-
blocking it up, pulling the damage back to him, and that makes space in the front line. I mean, with that warding stance, you really can tolerate a lot of damage in the flank and pull a lot of attention to yourself, showcasing kind of this option play style.
Yeah, and one of the interesting things about the warding slash is it blocks like all of melee damage. Like it, you know, it kind of reflects it. So something that a lot of other Overwatch heroes do not have is via Bob here. Bob will go away rather quickly as Nikki, nice shots here with the OC.
Soaring strike, Avast cannot escape it, but Zoro trades it out. So Team Remus seeming like they're gonna hold on to the lead here. Surely Gala on the Juno. Oh, could be getting slammed, pulled to the ground by that overhead slash. Powerful utility there.
Yeah, and being able to kind of get up in the sky and then come right down with that overhead slash, land that crit straight away, especially on some of the squishier targets, like a Juno right there. It is going to be a nasty combo there with the Zarya. As we have a pause in a show match, is this the thing? Who's allowing this over there? It looks like we do have a pause, so we'll figure out what's going on. Looks like it came from Zoro and that team's POV, so we'll get things sorted, as I believe it is, Team Romulus up right now. As Vendetta has proven to be pretty strong here, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm really excited to play some Vendetta. This hero seems kind of right up my alley, Matt. So on a personal note, man, kind of stoked to get home and to start getting some games in.
Well, I think we could play together, and I think you could play Zarya, and I play Vendetta.
I'll play Zarya for you.
Yeah. I mean,
for you, Matt, you're like a born and bred Zarya. You're different on the Zarya.
I mean, I am.
Maybe you could play Ana.
That is true.
Give me the nano boost.
You know, I don't know if I have.
How about a Mercy? A Mercy pocket me around?
I'm not sure I have that hero.
You don't have the Mercy in your pocket like that?
No, I haven't unlocked that one yet. I feel like
but you need the Scarlet Flare bundle.
This hero feels built for me, though, because I could make one play out of 50 that looks pretty good, and then the others are just kind of, loose throws for content. So this feels like
which
it's
one
a
of the
great
50 is going on the social channels.
I mean, probably not the good one, to be honest. the kind of little bit of a throw will get more from me. Who's getting ice cream after this? Says Rag Attack. Vast has no perks. Can we get on with the Vast? And okay, he does have perks. He does have perks. So that is one where maybe Hawk is going to throw some shade.
We gotta check the
back
VOD.
At a Vast.
We gotta check the VOD there.
That time it's a big Sundering Blade, right? Connects with 2. That is a grab combination with it. So we've already seen a lot of Zarya here. I imagine, once we see Vendetta into comp, that could be another really strong combo, right? I know. Not exactly a one-to-one kind of Genji replacement, but feels pretty strong.
Yeah, definitely exciting when we see some of those projected edges there, putting out some real spam pressure on the back line. Team Romulus needs to make a comeback here. Flank being marked by Ons under a ton of pressure. But Zira holds the off angle, and we got a fight on our hands. Romulus gonna get the advantage here coming into overtime.
Yeah, they have a nano boost to work with here, does Zira, and Ons not able to get it off onto him, so gonna lose the Vendetta here, just maybe trying to keep his team alive. Is nice bio grenade, but soon gonna get into the mix, clean up a few players. So Team Romulus still alive in this one. You're gonna get Zira back off the spawn. Vendetta with that crazy mobility, gonna get back pretty quick.
Graviton Surge on the cards here. Hawk over to the Diva. He's gotta desperately look to eat it. Look to deny. This advantage swinging back towards Team Romulus, but they're coming into the meat grinder here. KSG, grab on the choke could be deadly. Zoro's already found Gala. So with one support down, advantage for Remus here in this final fight. Hawk finds another. Avast the solo beat, but KSG's grab eaten Hawk. The tank gap on the server saves the match for Team Remus. What a beautiful showcase here of Overwatch's newest hero. Available to play trial mode, man. I need to get those games on.
Yeah, Vendetta looks like a ton of fun here. Team Romulus, even with Avast going with that solo beat, still able to come out on top. Some really nice movement there. I know, from Zira.
Avast hits a one-man beat, and then Hawk eats the grab and kills 2.
And the crowd
They messed about how to equal impact.
Yeah, about equal impact. And we do not know that if Avast had no perks for ages. It looked like him and Hawk are in a...
We're going to need to review the VOD on that one,
in
that's
a
for
heated
sure.
argument over whether that is true or not, which we will have to go back, look at the VOD. But excited to see Vendetta into the mix here shortly. Obviously, the trial, I think, going on till the 1st, so make sure you guys jump in a game, check out the newest hero. You got to make sure that you kind of keep spam queuing, right? You want to be that only one to be able to get in.
You got to plug in the SSD. That's the trick. Load in quick. Matt, you want to know the ultimate trick here for the folks at home, folks watching the broadcast?
Yeah.
Go into the practice range, figure out exactly where Vendetta's hero select is on the screen.
This is...
And be quicker to get to it when you load in. I'm telling you, if you prep like that, your first match, your odds are better. Your odds improve.
I mean, that's like back in the day where you used to put like tape on your monitor and like draw like a little dot. Like, yeah, okay, now you're hovering over where Vendetta is. We can take a look here at some of the stats. It's Vendetta is on both sides. No, obviously trying to play really aggressive, getting in the mix, but I mean, Zera, 25 and 11 with almost 9K damage. That's a wild game.
Very respectable damage for a hero that also pulls a ton of attention to herself and really demands that attention considering the threat she poses to some of these backliners. I mean, it's early days, but I'm really excited to see what Vendetta ends up looking like in competitive play. I mean, I was wondering about that as a melee character. Obviously, there's a question mark here.
No, you see players constantly with that overhead slash, right? It counts as a crit. And they're able to kind of, obviously when you're doing it here, right, when you have the full stack, so your attack speed is kind of maxed.
Comes out fast.
I believe it's like 5% attack speed per stack. So you're actually able to kind of get these overhead swings, these crits off pretty fast, but then kind of coming down, you know, when you use the movement abilities and get up in the sky and then land with that overhead, you know, you see the devastation it does right there to Soon. I mean, there's no way you can live through it.
Yeah, it hits so hard. And I mean, it looks like a ton of fun to play, especially with friends, right? I mean, look at these enabling characters around it, the Ana, the Lucio, the Zarya in particular, right? And I feel like you're able to take this character to the next level. So it's going to be super fun to hop on the duos. I know, Matt, you've confirmed that you will play Zarya, Mercy, and Ana for me and give me all resource. I know that's committed to on this broadcast. So,
well, here,
I follow up with your promises.
I think that's a sick idea. But I think you should just change your BattleNet name today to Matt Mr. X.
Oh.
So then just hide your webcam so I can take a lot of those clips and say they were mine. As KSG looked like he was having a ton of fun up there. It's Varel. Really fun to see them here at the event. But I mean, Vendetta really shining there in that show match.
I'm pretty impressed actually.
Yeah.
Because these are strong players, and I mean, I think a lot of the community were saying, you know, where's this character going to fit in? No one knows. Like, we haven't seen a character like this in the DPS roster in Overwatch. It's completely fresh and new, and yet it just feels really perfect. I'm just impressed again and again by the devs' ability to kind of slot this incredibly unique style into a beautiful cast of characters.
Yeah, and I mean, you can imagine, like, you see somebody like, you know, Proper or He's Saying, right? You know, Zest get their hands. Some of the other Genji players, even like Spin, right? Get their hands on this new hero. It's going to be awesome to see. But let's go to Danny up on the stage with Zoro for the thoughts on Vendetta.
Thank you so much, guys. Danny Lim here, joined by Zoro, and we're going to talk more about Vendetta. Fantastic stuff. I mean, I have to ask you, though, like, you had a Vast on your team, and you guys still clutched out a win. Like, how did that happen?
I mean, honestly, like, Avast, he didn't even need perks, and we still won. Like, he didn't even know that he didn't pick any perks. I mean, honestly, he carried the comps as well. Like, Avast was great.
He's just too good. He doesn't even need perks. He's too good. All right, let's talk about Vendetta. I mean, you were on the stage, you were playing Vendetta. What was your first impression? What did the hero feel like?
Honestly, I think the character is very difficult to play. I think once or twice I misclicked my cooldowns and he died. But honestly, I think she can work really well in team play. Like, she's super strong.
Okay, super good in team plays. How did it feel to use a character? I mean, I was just watching it. It seemed like you were having fun. It seemed very fun to play. Was it fun to play?
It was very fun to play. She's very satisfying.
Very satisfying. All right. And also, because you are a pro player, Zoro, do you feel like, what are some of the heroes that would pair well with Vendetta?
I think Zarya, because of the bubble, like, just bubble Vendetta, she goes in, one-shot someone, and there you have it.
One final thing. Do you feel like we would see a lot of Vendetta in pro play?
I actually think so. I think so, yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, Zoro, thank you so much for the interview. Everybody, give it up for Zoro. Amazing stuff. All right, let's head back to the desk.
Thank you so much, Danny. That was so much fun. It was so exciting to see Vendetta in the hands of our pros and in action. Lots to take away from that first look as well. And if you at home want to get your hands on her as well, you can still do so. The trial will end on December 2nd. So make sure to get a few games in. But first, make sure to stick around because, as you can see, I'm not alone here. I have some very special guests who will be chatting with me about Vendetta. I have Jude Stacey, the senior narrative designer. We have Chiara with us. She's the voice actress of Vendetta. And of course, Keller is joining us once again as well. Guys, I haven't had an opportunity to catch up with you. How has DreamHack been for you thus far? Starting with you.
Oh, it's been amazing. I mean, I was here last year and the energy is so wonderful every time, but I'm really happy to be back.
Yeah, and this is my first time here in Stockholm at all. So yes, I was so glad I got invited. So this is a great opportunity for me. Yeah.
Did you have an opportunity to see a little bit of Stockholm
yes,
as well?
a little bit. Yesterday evening. Yeah, it's so
pretty,
beautiful.
Yeah,
I
it really
loved
is.
Yeah.
Everyone's just swooning over Stockholm and
Yes.
over Vendetta as well. So
I
let's
hope so.
dive in. Let's chat Vendetta. Where did the idea of Vendetta come from?
Yeah, I think early on we were sort of ideating on who Hero 45 would be, and there were a couple pitches floating around, and it came down to two. There was a hero pitch and a villain pitch for what this gladiator might look like. But there was really no contest. I think the villain pitch was really exciting to everyone. The idea of this woman that was like totally empowered by her rage and ambition was really compelling to the team. I know I've wanted to write a villainess like that and like Vendetta for a really long time. And I think that we'll see her anger manifest in a lot of really cool ways, in ways that pose a real threat to our world. I actually pitched the idea for what would come next for Vendetta to Aaron at DreamHack last year when we were here for Hazard's launch. Do you remember that, Aaron? We were waiting for a table at a pizzeria.
Yeah, I do.
No, okay, no shot. You pitched Vendetta at a pizzeria.
Not
That's
Vendetta herself.
That's a bit on the nose.
We already had the idea for Vendetta, but it was just sort of what she might do with her power that we were talking about more.
What did you think of the pitch then?
Yeah, it was, okay, fun conversation. And I don't want to give away too much here because there's a lot of spoilers in what we talked about with that. But yeah, like Vendetta, she's connected to our world. She's connected to the lore. And we want to keep revisiting that. We want to really see where she's going to go and how she's going to affect the state of things. But players are just going to have to wait a little bit to find out how that all plays out.
Yeah, those connections to her lore, though, were really fun to draw on. I mean, there was the sort of immediate point of recognition when we harkened back to Retribution. And I mean, the team felt it, and I think the community is feeling it now, too. There was that moment of like, wait, Antonio? Like Antonio from the Retribution mission?
I had that moment. I tweeted immediately. It was like, hold on.
Yeah, and I think, honestly, it was so fun to answer yes to that question every time. And it never gets old. And I think everybody on the team was so energized by that. And it deepens our lore, too, which is really great, right? Like, the consequences of Blackwatch's actions really matter more when you've got Vendetta on the scene. She's making it personal and real. And the way that she's sort of come up from nothing after the events of her hero trailer are really inspiring. You'll see more of that as we reveal more story for her, but yeah, it's really cool.
If you have a character like that with so much lore tie-in, I mean, especially this one, this isn't just like, oh, I know a guy who knows a guy. It's like, one of the main cast killed my father. Those are some hero interactions, I believe. That's going to be a difficult challenge to like channel that into the voice acting, Chiara.
Yes, I mean, as you might have noticed, Vendetta does have quite a few enemies. So yeah, actually, it was the most fun I had during the whole recording process. The part in which I was recording the interactions with all the other heroes and all the other characters, especially when I get to hear the voices of the other characters in my headphones. That was really great because I felt really there. That was amazing. Also, with me being kind of a people pleaser, getting to act as someone who doesn't really care about what others think about her.
I love that.
She is so, yes, she never asks for permission. She never apologizes. So I think that was kind of therapeutic in a way.
I love that for you. Are there some parts of that where you're like, I'm gonna do that in IRL now too? Like I can learn a little bit of what Vendetta does.
Yeah, and I'm like, I should be a little more like her. Maybe not too much because.
Yeah, that's a fine line.
Yeah, the killing part, I'll avoid that.
Fine.
I'll try.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. Thank you.
Can you give us more of a rundown of who she is? I mean, we know the lore tie-ins, but what else is there to Vendetta?
Yeah, absolutely. As we revealed last week when her trailer went live, Vendetta is the daughter of former Talon boss Antonio Bartolotti. And when he was taken out by Blackwatch, namely Gabriel Reyes, or Reaper, as you most know him by, she sort of lost everything. I don't want to spoil too much about how she gets there, but as you can see now, she's fought her way to the top of the Coliseo, and she's become their champion, La Campionessa. And now she's got all these years of rage and ambition lighting this flame within her, and she's ready to take it out on her enemies. There's a lot more detail to her backstory, though, which you'll see in her motion comic, so just keep following us on socials. It'll come out then.
Were you familiar with Overwatch as a whole, or with video games? Were you involved at all in video games before you voiced her?
I was familiar. I mean, I am a gamer myself, but I'm not really a multiplayer online kind of gamer, but I have a lot of friends who play Overwatch.
A cozy gamer?
Yeah.
You strike me. I don't know why I got cozy gamer.
Okay.
Nice.
I gave out that vibe. Yeah, I get it. But I tried playing Overwatch, but it lasted like 2 days. I was a Junkrat main because I really love goblin characters with chaotic energy. But yeah, I was really, really bad at it. So eventually I went back playing Animal Crossing. Yeah.
Was playing the game part of you finding the right voice for her?
I mean, I don't know. No. I tried the game, but many years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was already familiar with it, but I didn't get to play in the last months or years. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, as far as finding the voice for Vendetta goes, I've told this story a lot on the team, but I don't think at least from our perception, it didn't really seem like there was finding the right voice. You just had it right away. I mean, we all heard your audition, and it was just perfect. I think Chiara was really able to capture that duality of Vendetta, sort of the drama, going from the sophistication to brutal in just a second. The original monologue that we had to cast her, she was addressing both her audience in the stands and then just her competitor down on the ground after defeating him. And it was sort of a tricky thing to deliver, you know, like to switch between those audiences and switch your tone and how you're addressing them. But Chiara just nailed it right away.
Thank you. And you're too kind.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seemed like to me, Chiara. I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, actually, finding the voice came pretty naturally to me. But I think that's because Vendetta has such a particular trope about her that you can understand what the character will be like just looking at one image of her. I think that's also because the artist did such an amazing work with her design. So you instantly get that she is so tough and prideful and ambitious. But I also didn't want her to look one-sided. So I really tried to not go for a one-note performance. And yeah, I really wanted people to get to see multifaceted side of her.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the many faces of Vendetta and hear them as well. Aaron, how does the thing go about when those auditions are being done? Like, how many people are involved in like listening and deciding?
We have a whole crew there. There's a lot of the narrative designers, a lot of the audio people, even the hero designers are involved with that. And we'll kind of get together and listen to all of them and comment on like who felt appropriate. And Jude really told it. It's like as soon as we heard Chiara's voice, we were just like, that one,
that's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. When you're pitching ideas for characters or characters itself, are you like acting it out for them to like better understand? Like, what's your process?
No, they don't want to hear that. But I've got a lot of written pitches that we share with the steering team and sort of give them a sense of different stories and directions we could go for. And then after that, we sort of narrow in on personality, figure out what are those like key pillars of how they act and who they are. And for Vendetta, it was like that rage was so much a part of her, and I think Chiara really nailed that immediately.
Yeah, I had a lot of rage in me.
Don't we all? It's been a tough few years. So I love to hear that channeled. Any final thoughts you guys have on Vendetta?
Well, I've never felt as badass as watching the hero trailer and the gameplay trailer. That was actually so empowering for me. And yeah, I also getting to see the reaction of the community to Vendetta. It was amazing. Yeah, really.
Yeah, seconding that. The community response has been amazing. I mean, everyone on the team has really loved Vendetta for a long time, and it's really exciting to see the fans pick up on that energy and love her too. I mean, the team and the fans are all for Vendetta's rights and wrongs, you know? We're really here to be there with her vengeance and follow her mission.
Any final thoughts?
Sure.
Vendetta.
I can give some
And
final
anything-
thoughts
yeah, final
on
thoughts.
Vendetta. Yeah, and you know what? It's really, I think, about the game, too, the way that Vendetta slots in. You know, I talked earlier about 2025. It was an exciting year for us, releasing features like perks and stadium, but there was so much more to the year. We had systems like hero bands and map voting and new progression systems, along with all of the other things that we build, heroes and maps for the game. And so we've talked a lot about how we want to take risks with Overwatch. We want to experiment with the game, and it's all because we want to evolve it into a bigger and better version of itself. And so I think when we hear from players, and I've heard from a lot at the show, they're telling us that we're doing the right thing, and they're telling us that like Overwatch, it's in the best state that it's ever been in. And we love hearing that as a team. It means like we're really aligning around that philosophy of pushing the game. And so I think Vendetta, you know, she's not just a new hero. She's a bit of a capstone to this year. And even more than that, she's like this signal of where we're going. You know, so 2025, it was an exciting year, but it is coming to a close. In 2026, it's just around the corner. And it's going to be incredible.
We have a lot to look forward to, I am sure of it. Guys, it is such a challenge to, you know, take a beloved title like Overwatch with such a beloved cast of heroes and then add new pieces to the mix, tell the story, but also, you know, have the gameplay to back it up and make sure that this is all like synergetic, right? And you guys have done such a phenomenal job. We've enjoyed her on stage, and you at home hopefully are enjoying her too. Now, before we are saying goodbye, I have one more thing, the most important thing. Can you hold on to this real quick? Thank you. Happy birthday! It's Vendetta's birthday, everyone! So make sure to head on over to the socials. Wish her a happy birthday. Give it up here in the crowd. Thank you guys so much for joining. It's been an absolute pleasure to hear more about Vendetta. And we're not done for today. When we're coming back from this break, it's grand finals time, so stick around.